Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
And I'm Brianna Motzkus, and we're from the FabriChat.
My daughter and I have owned and operated a busy quilt shop in Washington State for over 20 years. We have a retreat center, an active YouTube channel, and a large pattern line featuring our creations. My two sons work on machines. One daughter-in-law is our videographer, and the other is a long-arm quilter. We are a family that love each other, we laugh together, and every once in a while we get some work done. We have a crew that are saints for their efforts at keeping us on track. Thanks for joining us on our wild ride.
Good morning.
Hi, guys. It's Wednesday. We made it.
Wednesday. Yeah, we're back in the front part of the shop now. We've moved to the studio around three or four times, trying to find a clean place and a quiet place. So we're going to try this back here and see how this works. So
far, so good.
Yeah, and eventually we'll get the whole shop cleaned up so we can do a tour. But we're getting really close. I think we can probably do that next Monday. But, you know, I haven't told you this yet, but I think next Wednesday, our FabriChat, that should be live.
Oh, and we'll do a tour?
Well, maybe not a tour, I don't know, but no, I don't think, oh yeah, our videographer is
Brittany's like,
absolutely
no.
not. That'd be a no.
That'd be a no.
But I think, no, just live, because we keep saying, oh, sometimes we'll try to do it live. Not everybody likes the live because I think they feel like it's a little, you know, disjointed, although I think we're always disjointed.
Yeah.
But anyway, it'll be kind of fun because then you guys can ask us things and we can say hello and all of that. So let's try to do that. So next Wednesday.
Our little Valentine's gift to you.
Yeah.
That's what we do for Valentine's.
Oh, because that's what I was thinking actually, because then we can do some door prize drawings.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have some presents. We have some different things we've been bundling up, trying to get ready. So we'll have some games. We'll have some things, and we'll have some prizes. We'll have some, and I know that it's not always great because some people live far away and some people have to work. But so 8:30 a.m. Pacific time next Wednesday, we'll be live, and we'll remind you. But we like to tape it just a little early because, again, you know, Brianna and her profanity. You
never know. You never know what's gonna come out of here. Sometimes it's a surprise. Sometimes, oh God, just bring it again.
Yeah. It's not so much the profanity; it's your funny words.
Oh
We call them rangisms. Rangisms. I used to do it too, all the time. But when my preceptor physician, when I was back in college, he did not like it.
Oh, say it right about it all?
Yeah, he said, you know, people are going to think you're not smart, so you need to work a little harder at saying the right word. So anyway, so I think I'm not quite as bad as everybody else in the family. Oh, and I was going to tell you, somebody on one of the on YouTube, one of the comments for Jordan was, "Can you not talk with your hands? It's really annoying."
Oh, that is so funny. Because I'm all about it.
You can't. We used to, we used to make the kids just like, hold your hands.
Yeah, my kids have to do that too.
And then it's the same thing when they hold hands, they can't speak.
No.
Can't talk.
Yeah.
Like
Harper at a little birthday party for Eliza.
Yeah.
She'd sit there, but her hands were, Nana, look.
That's right. Oh, and that was so funny. I wish we would have gotten her new word on video. We had oh my gosh, funniest thing.
Harper.
Sad thing. So what happened is, of course, Harper turned 2 in November.
Right.
Aurora turned 2 a week ago. Mm-hmm. And so it was Aurora's birthday party. And Aurora was opening all of these presents. And Harper.
She was
my
so
turn?
sweet. Yeah.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn? It's like, oh, honey. And it's like, find a present for her. And of course the mothers are going, no, it's not your turn. It's not your birthday.
Yeah.
This is what the rules are.
And then there's Nana. I should have brought one.
Oh, she needs a present.
Well, and things will forever be different now because Nana's going to bring a present for him.
No. We're all going to celebrate.
She said, we should have this a present day.
Day of presents.
Yeah. She said that.
But it was so sad. It was so sad. So about halfway into the party, maybe, Harper had gotten this sparkly backpack. Yeah. She had the backpack on, and she had the JJ doll, and she had the sister doll. And so she's holding them.
She kept asking Robert, can we go now?
let's go now. Let's go
big
now. Rent
old
for the
thief.
car.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so then she had to go bathroom. Was that what it was? There was some. She had to go to the bathroom, and so she comes up, and so first she says to me, "Hold it, hold it, hold
There's
it."
no L yet. There's just hold.
It's like, okay, I'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
And then when she comes back, she gets it. Well, then she had to go do something else, and so she goes over to Aunt Brittany, Aurora's mom, who's sitting next to me in the beanbag chair. And so she goes to Brittany, hold it. Don't let Aurora get it. And then Brittany, being a good mom, says, honey, it belongs to Aurora. It's Aurora's birthday, and this is her present. And poor Harper, she says, no. And she says, you hold it. So... And then we just started laughing because it's this whole, so don't give it to her. She's the bossiest thing.
Oh my gosh.
It is so funny. And it did turn out that at the end of the night, she did leave without somebody's
and no
present.
tears about
And
it.
no
We were good
tears,
about it.
but She's probably wondering where that sparkly backpack
Yeah,
is.
remember getting one.
So,
Oh.
no.
Yeah.
She's, just
So funny.
It's that princess DNA.
Because
Just
usually
so
it's
hilarious.
hold it, don't
Hold
eat it.
Don't eat it.
Yeah, it was
Hold
super.
it. She puts her hands up. Hold it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's hilarious that it's don't eat it. It could be a stuffed animal.
eat it.
Don't eat it. I don't know why she thinks we're gonna eat
she
everything.
loves food.
Yeah, she does.
She's such a
So it was
food
hilarious
person.
that she changed it to Aurora, don't get it.
Aurora, don't get it. Aurora, don't get it. So
Yeah.
it was all. Can I trust you? with
Right.
this?
Should I talk to Nana
Yeah.
about it?
So funny. So funny. Anyway, yeah.
At a great age where you just never know what's gonna
They're
happen.
just so much fun, and it's just so funny how grandparents are so different from parents. I was a strict parent,
yeah.
but we didn't.
You would
put
have been
up-
the same, but well, I don't care if they don't have a president. It's not their turn.
I would have been.
It's not their
I would
birthday.
have been.
You
Yeah,
need to
I would have been.
learn.
It's like, no, these are rules. This is what happens. Everybody has to learn how to stand in line.
Yep.
Wait your turn. If you cause a ruckus, you don't get a turn.
Right.
So yeah, I was very strict. So it's so funny that I've lost
It's so
all
different.
sense of decorum as a grandparent. And somebody said it's National Grandparents' Day, and I caught most of it because they said how much damage can one grandma do in one day? And I'm thinking,
I don't even want to know. It could be a whole lot.
and I thought, when is this day? But then they started talking about Groundhog's Day, which is funny because, of course, that was yesterday. And here's the other funny thing. Do you know that there's two?
There's two groundhogs?
Well, there's Puxatawny Phil, who says there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. And then there is Staten Island Chuck
Oh,
in
I like
New York.
Chuck.
Why does New York get their own? Because they can.
Because of New York.
And anyway, he says, no, spring is on its way. Now, here's the other thing. On
fan of
Groundhog's
Chuck.
Day, they have like the worst winter storm in 5 years. They were getting 3.6 inches per hour.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking Phil might have called that right. I don't know. But you know what I was thinking? Is I was thinking we should have our own. Because weather's way different out here. It was 42 degrees this morning.
So different here.
So different. So we need to
all
have...
that snow is gone.
And
when
we
I
would
last
call him a rock chuck.
Yes, he'd have to be a rock chuck.
And we should do our own. And his name would have to be Bubba or Junior.
Or Ernie.
Ernie.
I don't know. Something.
Something. Not
with a
Phil.
hick twist.
Something with a hick twist.
Bubba.
Bubba. Or Junior.
Junior's good. Junior's good.
Junior Bubba.
Junior Bubba.
And you know,
Junior.
there's somebody, I can't remember, the name of the family that they have the sod farm, or did have the sod farm out on White Trail Road. And they did all of this beautiful landscaping, and they brought in all of these great big beautiful rocks. You know, we have a lot of basalt rock out here. Did all this beautiful landscaping, and of course, the minute they're done, who moves in?
All the rock chucks.
All the rock chucks.
Oh, man.
In their new development, out standing on the rocks. And then it became like an episode of Caddyshack, you know, trying to kill these things. But you can't kill them.
No, oh my gosh.
They're just breeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bringing in
They're like
reinforcements. And
rabbits.
so that, yeah. So anyway, I know that they, and then they started, then I think at the end, they started kind of feeding them to keep them off the grass. It's like, okay,
sure.
you can live here. And I know that for a while they put up a fence, but then, I don't know.
Yeah. It was like one of
weird.
those sonic noise fences
Yeah.
that was supposed to deter. I don't think it did.
No, they've got a mind of their own.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll bet they would have a Bubba or a Junior out there that could tell us Because
sure.
I feel like spring is on its way. It's beautiful.
Definitely here, yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of sad. We kind of do need this snow.
For the farmers, yeah, we didn't get what we...
We have dryland wheat farmers here.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny, people who are not from our area, you know, they watch the West Coast and they're getting a nor'easter, which I've never experienced that because we're in the Northwest, but we get stuff that comes off of the ocean, but Cascade Mountains separate us. And so it kind of stops there, which is why we don't often venture over that way, because this time of year you will get stuck because they close the pass all the time and you're stuck wherever on whatever side trying to get back or whatever. So this time of year, I mean, we didn't go over the pass from October until like April. Yeah. But
and it's hard to drive because they don't know how to drive in the winter.
when they get snow,
When I was there for college, we got snow in downtown Seattle, and oh my gosh, I was sitting on my balcony thinking like, this is not real. People would, because I lived on the top of honking as they're sliding through the intersection because they decided not to stop, not to slow down driving.
Yeah.
Because we lived on the top of this, I lived on top of a hill, so instead of them like going slow and taking it easy, and they're just honking through the middle of the intersection. Like, oh, good heavens! It's like I don't even know what's gonna happen.
it was bad.
Like,
It was bad.
I had videotaped it before. I was like, I've never seen this before. I was like, oh, yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you just stay at a downtown when there's snow down there, because
yeah. Well, they all
that's
shut down.
right, and you can't. Right, they don't have the
They
snow
don't
plows.
they don't have snow plows.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's all rain. So even if it does snow, it lasts for about a day, maybe, and then life goes back to normal. It's just rainy and wet.
Yeah.
Everybody has their pretty little water shoes, galoshes on.
Yes.
And carry on. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, this can't be
No.
normal. I'm like,
No.
no way. So yeah.
Yes. All right, so let's see. Groundhog Day, Grandparents' Day, whenever that is, someone needs to tell me. I got some.
Does it have a party?
I got some spoiling to do, and Valentine's Day, because then what we'll do is
next
we'll.
Sunday.
Is it Sunday? Because
I think it's
what's
Sunday.
the date? Because
it's Sunday the
this
14th.
Sunday is Super Bowl.
Oh yes, it is. I don't even know who's playing.
Well, all I know is Tom Brady came out of retirement and he's playing for someone else or something. It's a whole big thing. He's a Colt. There's a whole commercial that has.
I love this commercials. I mean, I'm a huge football fan.
They're not doing the commercials this year. Coke and the money that they would spend on the commercials.
I put it to food banks.
They're putting it into COVID education and vaccination education so that people will get vaccinated.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
okay
very
with
good.
that.
Yeah,
That's
so they're
good.
kind of donating it to the food banks. Oh gosh, that's probably the other thing that needs to happen. But anyway, so there's not going to be as many commercials there. But they've already showed some things, so I think they're just doing the commercials that they would normally unveil. Because that's why we Super
is
Bowl,
it-
we never even know who plays.
So who's the
it's all
Pepsi
about the
halftime
food.
show? Is it on
Oh,
Pepsi?
it's The Weeknd and
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Miley Cyrus is singing the national anthem.
Good for her. But I mean, if it's
Weeknd
the
and
Pepsi
somebody
halftime
else.
show, if Pepsi's not doing a commercial, are they still?
Well, I'm sure that they still have something to do with.
So,
I think it's fusible web. Put your arm right there.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's still, I'm sure, the Pepsi halftime show. I'm sure they're doing something, but
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know all the details.
Cool.
But it's somebody
Yeah.
else. The Weeknd and somebody else is doing it, but I don't
be
remember who it was. But anyway, yeah.
He'll do a good job. He's quite the performer.
Yeah, but you're right. You know, we go in and sit down and watch the commercials, and when they're playing football, we're out eating
I
chicken
remember
wings.
when you were redoing the floor
Yes.
at your house. Dad is laying the floor, and we've moved in a couch and a lazy boy back into it, so
and
we
some
can
5-gallon buckets.
yeah. So that because Dad could care less.
Yeah, he doesn't watch football.
So we were watching the commercials and some of the game. I couldn't tell you who was playing, and and Dad's like, "Can you guys just get out?"
No.
You're like totally messing up my jam because I have to walk
Okay.
around you to get outside to my socks.
Yeah,
It was
that's
so
right.
funny. He was
That's
so
right.
annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he kept just chugging along.
Yeah. Commercials and food. Horrible food.
Yeah.
But so good. Let's see. So, that was what I was going, when we were talking about mispronunciation and our rangisms and stuff. A couple of things. One thing was somebody explained octopuses.
Oh.
Did you read that, Eva?
No, I did see it though. I didn't
She said
get all of it.
and it was right because we knew that it was octopuses. We just didn't know why because we thought it should be octopi. And she says no, it's because octopus is a Greek word, And if it were a Latin word, it would be octopi.
Oh, that makes sense.
That does
I
make
get the
sense
whole
to me.
Greek and Latin thing.
It does make sense. And I like it that somebody told us, because the other
Yes,
thing
I
we
do too.
found out was we kept saying Mackinac Island.
Oh my God! And they told us like, oh, it's
We
like
heard
nailed on
from
the
so many
chalkboard,
people.
honeys.
Yeah, it's called Mackinac.
Mackinac.
Mackinac. And we said, you know, we were just being phonetically correct, but we understand that because we have, I think a lot of places have different tribal Native American
But we are
selects on things. But for us, people will say Yakima
for Yakima.
instead of Yakima and
Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene.
I don't even know how you pronounce it because you can't. I mean, it's
Puyallup is the other big one
mhm.
instead of Puyallup and Tualatin. And anyway, there's a lot of them. But anyway, so we apologize to the Mackinac people that we put knack on it.
those illiterate ladies.
So sorry. But yes, thanks for letting us know. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We don't want to. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention really quick before we get to a couple questions. Lizzie is here getting all kinds of, I don't know what she's trying to tell me. I don't know. But one of the videos that we had put on the newsletter for this week that we suggested was the four seam quilt, this one. And so, and there's a little part in there. This was back, we did this one quite some time ago, last summer. And it was when I would just sort of prop up the iPhone and hope that it was all okay.
It was pre-Britney.
And then pre-Britney. And then I would have to sit on my iPhone and edit and do whatever. And anyway, the whole thing was done. And then after the video had posted, I realized there was a tiny little section in the center of the video that just was deleted. Like deleted, gone forever, have no idea, and totally gone.
Yeah.
And you almost, it's so funny how that whole little clip just sort of like blurped out.
Right.
You kind of know that you missed something. Well, what you missed was how to cut the great big panel, and that was what was in there. Because this thing, it's just a panel, and then what you do is you cut it in half on the diagonal. And so what I was going to show you is the part that you're missing on that is, so let's just pretend that this is that great big 42-inch panel. All I did was I folded it over point to point, and then I pressed it. I put just a really crisp seam in there, because then when you turn, it's going to be really hard using a rotary cutter and a ruler to keep that straight all the way from one point to that other, because it's going to be from point to point, it's going to be like, I don't know, probably 55, 60 inches. And so the best thing is to put that crisp press in it, so that you can either follow that line with your rotary cutter and your ruler, or use scissors. So that's the part that is missing.
Yes.
But people who don't watch this are going to go, there's a little part of the
So I'll link the video below so you
yeah.
guys can see if you are curious of what we're talking about.
Yeah, so we wanted to show you that.
But it's pretty cool. If you search Dream Big on our website, you will see the big dahlias from Hoffman, as well as the big leaf from Hoffman. So if you search Dream Big, all of those will pop up. There's, 15 colors in the dahlia, and I think I have like 5 colors left of the big leaf. It's really cool.
There's a bunch. And spoiler alert, there are some great big humongous poinsettias
Oh, yes.
coming. And
green and red. Oh, I can't wait for those.
in green and red. Beautiful. And white. So those are coming, and it's that same panel. So those will be really, really pretty. So
Super
anyway.
cool.
So, yeah. So I wanted to mention that. So I wanted to mention that trimming trick. Mackinac. And then, the other thing I wanted to share, on Friday when we did the box opening, we were super excited to see the Spam fabric, which is sold out, by the way.
It is.
That little undersea island one, undersea
Blooming
ocean, gone.
There are like some remnants left, so if you are
Little
like
tiny
dying
pieces.
that you missed out on some, give Deb a call.
I think there's only like 6.
Yeah, there's bits left. So if you're dying because you need
Something has happened. I think that those of you guys that always watch the Fridays, you must have told your friends. Because
it's all
there's a
gone.
lot of people watching, and it's...
So we appreciate it. Thank you.
But you want to watch first.
Right, you watch
Tell your
first.
friends that
Buy
the
what
video
you
goes
want.
up at noon.
Yeah.
Give yourself that 3.5 hours to get what you want.
To shop, find your pattern.
Yeah. Let get your stuff that you want.
Yeah,
first.
because the blooming Ocean panel.
And Good Vibes.
And Good Vibe. Well, that didn't have a panel, but the panel on Blooming Ocean was sold out by 11, so it lasted for 2 hours. And then that was like the end of Blooming Ocean. It was all gone anyways.
Same thing happened last week with American Trucker.
Yeah.
And another one.
So yeah. So tell your friends. It starts.
If you haven't noticed, we call it.
We do. We know.
We know what we're gonna sell.
It's changing a tad bit because we're used to the in-store people, and now all you guys out there watching us, we feel like we kind of know.
Yeah.
So it's fun though. It's fun to guess and just see what happens. So
yeah, we obviously realized too we have to start ordering more.
Right.
And we've done that the last couple of times because Moda gives you the option.
And it's still not enough, you guys.
It's still not enough.
No.
Moda gives you the option if you buy the whole collection, you can get it in 10-yard bolts or sometimes even 8-yard bolts. And we used to do that all the time. We don't now. Our last couple of times we said just give it to us in 15s. That way we can make sure that everybody gets some.
Share with everybody.
Yeah, we can share.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was something else that oh yeah. So see, we just
circle.
We should call this, instead of calling it FabriChat, we should call it But I Digress. So that's what we need to call it. Well, as soon as she's old enough to join us, that will be her.
Right?
So Mary Anderson let us know that there is a Hormel's meatpacking.
Oh, I read that one. Robert and I need to go.
12 different flavors.
I believe there's more than that.
Spam. Well, she says 12.
I mean, there's going to be more than that.
There's going to be more than that. And the other thing is there is a Spam museum in Austin, Minnesota.
Crazy.
Road trip.
Crazy. Yeah. Tracy texted me a picture because, the whole day they were just poking at me about Spam. So that
Robert came in.
Yeah, he did. That's all.
I want a quilt out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all you'd have to do is that fabric, a little bit minky on the back. And
Tracy texted me a picture of Spam chapstick.
And
it said, your lips look glam. And she's like, oh, thanks, it's Spam. I was like, oh my God. Ugh. Like, that's hilarious, though.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. It's going to be in the museum. Spam chapstick. It was a thing. Yeah, that'd be fun. Well, it's just like in Tillamook, Oregon, Tillamook Cheese Factory. It's awesome. They have tons of cheese and sampling, and I can't
homemade
wait
ice cream
for the world to open because my kids will love it.
And there's a little petting zoo over on the other side of the parking lot.
Yeah, I can't wait that things open that we can take the kids. They're old enough to be able to experience that and just.
And remember, somebody had told us about the dinosaur museum up in Alberta. We need to really go there. That needs to be one of our first trips.
Yeah.
When the world opens and when Canada will let us back in.
Yes, when they'll open it up for us to come adventure in.
We don't know when that will be.
And the girls rar really well. They got the rars down for the boys, so we'll see. Yeah, we got lots of things planned for when we can.
Well, we've saved up. Look at all the money we saved on vacationing.
Right.
Yeah, no one's went anywhere. No one goes out to eat. Yeah, we can spend all that money in Alberta, Canada.
Right.
All right, so we did have a question, and this was from Sandy Lindquist. So, Sandy, we are sending you a little gift. She's from Everett, Washington. I have her little address here. And so she wanted to know, she said that with all of her sewing, her husband is helping her to remodel one of her rooms, and she's going to get her own sewing room.
Awesome.
And she wanted to know, how high should her tables be, her work table? That is a really good question.
That is.
And it's a problem because, out at the retreat center, we have those tables. And so if you have like tables that you're working on, these happen to be kind of nice because they have a lower setting and a higher setting, which is kind of nice. But really what you want is an adjustable chair, because this is just a regular fold-up chair. But if you have an adjustable chair, you can raise you up a little bit. But what you want is that you want whatever you can do to be able to have excellent posture. And so what you find is that at your work table, it's probably a little bit higher than a desk, but you want to be able to see what's going on your machine. So think about where your eye level is. And that doesn't mean that your machine is going to be here because you'd be leaning over too much. But if your machine is too low, and you're sewing like this the whole time, your shoulders will start to hurt and your neck will start to hurt. So you do have to make sure that you've got good body posture. And we will, at retreats, we'll give people, we have these little gifts, so we just get them at the dollar store, and they're little timers, and we set them for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you have to stand up, roll your shoulders, move a little bit, get the blood circulating a little bit, and then you know, do something else. I keep my iron away from my sewing. It is kind of nice when you can turn an iron and turn back, but you might find that after a couple hours you've not gotten out of your chair. So, and the older we get, you don't know.
I have mine set aside, and my cutting is on the other side of my sewing machine.
Yeah.
So then I have to get up to trim or to press or to chase the baby.
Yeah, chase the baby. So you do want it to be a little bit higher than you think, because you don't want to be leaning over. So, and the other thing too is that for your cutting counter, what you want to think, I'm going to stand, you see my apron is on, but oops. But what you do is you want your cutting counter to be much like your kitchen counter. Oh, Brittany said, wait, she stood up. But it's, you know, if you're bending your arm, and it's like this high, and that's what we tell people with long arm machines also, when they say, well, how high should it be? And it should be so that, you know, as you're moving your arm, everything moves freely, and you're not either leaning over or reaching up high, both of which can kind of hurt your back and your shoulders.
So that number might vary depending on if you're going to make your own built-in table. It's going to vary where Mom and I will probably have the same size, but Brittany's a lot taller than us. Brittany's probably going to need an extra 2 or 3 inches to get up there to be more comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, honey. Lizzie wants her own table.
She wants her own table. She's very bored. All right, let's see.
Question.
Was that that was a really good question. So Sandy, thanks for that question. We're going to send you a little present. And then I think that's good. And so then those are my notes, my 2 Mackinac cutting trick, Sandy. And so we do like to hear your guys' questions. We do try to, that was the thing I was going to mention, is that when you guys have an order, if you put a little note, there's a little spot on your order and it says notes, and you type, some people will just, you know, have a little pleasant hello, and we always try to write back, or a little question and say, hey, I couldn't find this, but can you find this? We always read those.
Right.
We are a small little group here. There's only 5 of us here. We read that note, and we'll either give you a quick call. It's like, oh, I couldn't find borders for this. Can you help me pick out this? I couldn't find the right size blades. I couldn't find this on your website. Leave us a little note. We'll give you a quick phone call and add it to your order. And so we're all good with that. So we wanted to mention those notes. And if you have questions about something, and that's how Sandy did it, actually. Right. She put it on her notes. And so, anyway, all right. What else? Anything else that we forgot to?
Show them the clip behind us. So I don't think you guys have seen this one yet. This is Mom's split 9 patch. It's done. Brittany will throw in another picture of what the baby cover looks like. Yeah, but it's kind of fun. This one I did out of scraps. So it has scrapped creams, scrap greens, and then I liked it because this is your block right here. It's a little 9 patchy business. And so I liked the idea of putting a little extra, you know, goodness of color.
Bling.
So, I mean, it could be anything. It didn't have to be red. It could have been, you could do school colors if you wanted to. I liked the idea of scrappy in the same tones. I just like that. It looks different. The one you're going to see, the other baby picture, it's actually out of a charm pack. You need a charm pack plus like 5 squares. So you need like a charm pack and a fat quarter. And then I think it's a 1.5 yards of background, and it's super cute. It's super fast. You can really make it any size. This is about twin size, full size. You can add borders to it. So this was kind of just a different example of the split 9 patch that you see on the website. So it's kind of fun. Scrappy, so you can use up some of the stuff you have. You can make it out of your Tula scraps, your batik scraps, make lights and darks.
What's really nice about this pattern, too, is that it has that light and dark. And so you can, almost like a log cabin, those of you guys that have played with log cabin blocks, you know that you can make a ton of different patterns and designs, just the way that you position those blocks. This is similar to that, because you've got your light and dark. So you can do fields and furrows like this one. You can do stars. You can do all kinds of things. And one of the row sampler classes we did the log cabin block, and we talked about that, and I think we might have even and I showed a page that has all of the different things. We should link which one that one is. I never remember. We'll link it below so you know which one of the row samplers that one is. But all right, okay, anything else?
I think that's it.
So
nothing else exciting. Oh, Wyatt, I didn't tell you, last night, well, and the other night, the last 2 nights, he's having growing pains.
Oh.
He was waked up so much. He woke up, I think, 3 times last night because his legs were hurting. And it's
that
like,
was bound to happen because his dad is
so
over 6 feet tall
short.
and he's a little guy.
Yeah, and Harper's the same size. And so I kept asking, do you want to go walk around? Like, I don't know. I remember having growing pains. I don't remember, drinking milk and, helping those bones get strong. But he kept saying, Mom, no, my legs don't work. They hurt. I can't walk. And finally, we convinced him, let's go potty. And he's like, oh, okay, you have to carry me. It's like, okay, but if you're going to pee, you have to step on your own legs. Oh, okay. Yeah, poor little guy. So we're going to get a little ghost spurt out of him. I feel bad that he's kind of so uncomfortable.
I knew that was going to happen, though, because he was just so little. If that Christmas video that we did, if you look at, the boys, Wyatt is little. But the other funny thing is that for some reason at the birthday party where Harper was stealing Aurora's
we all went down to our skivvies.
Yeah, for some reason it was take off your clothes. So they were all in their underwears.
Girls in their diapers, the boys in their undies.
And the boys were in the undies, showing off their Power Ranger panties. And it was hilarious. But what was super funny is that Orion, the taller one, is super skinny. He's got these tiny little bird legs, which are just, I don't think I'd ever... I've had him in the tub. I guess I've just never noticed.
Flat little butt.
His flat, because that's what we know.
His rang butt.
He's got a rang butt. He does flat little butt, teeny tiny little bird legs. And then here's Wyatt. A full head size shorter.
Yeah.
But he's got these muscular legs. He's
stocky.
His legs are bigger than, and he's got a butt.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so it was funny. It was funny looking at the difference because they're just built so different.
Yeah.
One is clearly a Motzkus, one is clearly a Rang.
Yeah.
But that little Motzkus one, he's got to grow a whole lot.
Yeah, he does. So it's happening.
That's sad.
Yeah. So if you guys have comments, tell me how I can help the poor
what to do for growing pains.
Yeah. So we're drinking more milk. We also have Tracy was trying to befriend Harper this weekend, and she brought some awesome cereal and some donuts with cereal on them, bananas, and so she also brought a whole milk to go with their cereal. And we haven't had a whole milk in our house for a while, just because our kids are in that right thing. Harper is a little chunky girl, and Wyatt isn't anything to worry about. He's a little below average, but he's because he's tiny. So we haven't really done a whole lot of added fat. But they've both been asking, can I have the red milk?
The red milk.
Can I have the red milk?
See, I think that whole milk, even 2%, I think tastes sour.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's funny that they've
been asking, so we might have to get more because Tracy's red milk is a hit. Yeah,
and maybe
that'll help him. I don't know. I feel bad that.
I wonder if magnesium would help his.
And maybe we don't do any, vitamin gummies or anything. So maybe that's something, but yeah. And I was thinking maybe like a heating pad for his legs. I don't know. I know that did for me for cramps and stuff, but I don't know if it's the same. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys did for your kids or doing for your kids and my little dude. Yeah, because he is 3. He'll be 4 in August. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, poor little guy. But yeah, he even woke up this morning. He said, my legs hurt last night. I said, I know. They're probably going to hurt again tonight. And he was not okay with that answer.
No.
So he said, I'll play really hard so they won't hurt.
Stretch.
Yeah. so I don't know.
Poor little guy.
Poor little guy. So we've got some growing happening.
Well, that's good because he needed to put on a few inches.
Yeah,
his little baby sister is taller than him.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah. So, so we're just, growing in my house.
That's good.
All right.
I think we're good. So let's see. And this week, what are we doing? We're doing, tomorrow, we're doing our shape cut tutorial.
Oh, yes.
That was a request from the Navajo Rose class. Friday, the box opening. Sunday, Bernice buys.
Yeah.
Bernice
so fun.
Is so sweet.
We've
Funny
known her forever.
I'll tell you a story next week about
you have to meet her first.
Bernice Spies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's fabulous. She's a local husband. She's been in Quincy forever.
Had a dairy.
Dairy. Her husband is the tractor man.
Tractor man.
Every beautiful tractor.
Has a collection.
He has beautiful tractors.
So we used to ride our horses out there. Anyway.
Yeah. The buys. That'd be fun.
So
That'd be
Bernice buys. She's fantastic. So you guys watch her and then we'll tell you a fun story about her next Wednesday.
Yeah. All right, you guys have a great week and we'll see you later.
A great week.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.